Hi, today we're gonna make meatballs, and this meatball is very versatile. I do this basic meatball for my meatball and marinara sauce to make a spaghetti with zoodle, and I also make this meatball that you can eat by itself with pesto sauce. You can also make it into a soup, and I like to have my meatball soft but not too, it doesn't crumbles out, and I like to have it like fork bites that I can actually poke on it and eat it. So yeah, here we have the ingredients to make our meatball, and like I said, it has to have the binding agent, and so we're gonna use bread crisp from Keto, seriously Keto, and I've actually ground this, and I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna wet this, okay, with cream. Like I said, in keto, this is not like a regular bread, so it would not hold like a gluten, and so you would need some eggs to hold it too, but then we just need to soak this as well. Okay, and we're gonna just let it sit for a while. And here I have 300 grams of pork and 300 grams of fatty beef. We like fat on keto. And you can use anything at all. You can use lamb, you can use chicken, you can use a lot of any other turkeys, but today I'm just gonna do 300 of each of these. Veal is nice too. So I'm gonna smash this together. Okay, if you're brave, you can use your hand, but you will have to use your hand later, but we can wait until later. Okay, here I have onions from one small onion, garlic, which my daughter loves a lot, and an egg, and an Italian, what do you call this? Italian meal always calls for oregano. I found this Italian seasoning, so I'm gonna put like about a teaspoon of this. Maybe a teaspoon and a half. Okay, oh, I have fresh black pepper that I've grinded earlier. Okay, I like paprika for its color, and it has a taste. This one has a smoky taste, so it gives you another different taste. And of course, you cannot live without salt. Okay, you can be generous with your salt. Okay, I'm gonna dig in with my hand now. This is the best way to do this, is so that you can feel what you're doing, and you don't overdo this, okay? So you want to go in there as quickly. Okay, that's when that's already kind of mixed. I want to put in my bread. Want to see that it's all incorporated, they're all mixed in well together, and you can actually feel by the texture that there is that stickiness from the breadcrumbs, and you know that this thing will actually stick together. Okay, and now we are ready for to let it sit a while, for everything to just, I'm just gonna let it sit while I prepare a pan to roll this up and wash my hands. So I've actually let it sit about 5 minutes while I prepare for other stuff, clean up the table and all. And I was contemplating what to use, but then I found this small ice cream scoop. So we can actually use this as a measuring to make my balls. And I like to make it round. You can actually do it with a spoon. If you don't want to touch it, you can just do that, and you can round it like that. But that will not actually really make a round ball. So it can almost be, but it takes practice. Well, both ways you can do it, or you can use this, and this can be your, and then there you go, and then you make it round. See? So this way you can have an even round ball. You can fry this, pan fry this, and usually that doesn't keep the ball round. So I actually like to bake them to make it all around. And then another way to do it is also, if you have your marinara sauce ready and you're gonna use it right away with the marinara sauce or whatever sauce that you want to put it in, you can always throw this in there, and it'll supposed to keep its shape. And then and as it's simmered, it actually makes the sauce even better because of the flavor from this. So my oven here is at 175. I like 175. It just grills properly in everything. It's not too hot, it's not too low. And I'm gonna throw this in there for about 10 minutes, okay? So like any oven, it doesn't bake, what do you call that, equally. So in about 10 minutes, I might have to switch them up, okay? So here goes. Okay, it has been 10 minutes and I think it's cooked, but it's not brown enough. And like I said, my oven is also not equally distributed. And so I'm gonna switch it and add another 5 minutes to make it all brown. I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna put this on top. And this at the bottom. And I'm gonna add about 5 minutes in there. We added 5 more minutes just now, so we'll see, because we use pork, so we want to make sure that the pork actually cooked through. But I'm sure it has. For 15 minutes it should have, but some people just want to make sure, or maybe you just want it more brown, so it's up to you. But then if you have it less brown and for you to keep, you can actually pan fry it, so it actually gives you the colors when you pan fry this. So for me this is perfect, and I think I'm gonna just take it out. Okay, there it is. So here we can actually see that it's all brown and nice, and it really smells very, very fragrant. And also, like I said before, you can actually freeze this, let it cool, and then throw it into the freezer, and you can always have this anytime. And you can eat it in so many ways, and we'll talk about how many ways you can do this on our next video.